Good morning. Welcome to the Hot Yoga room at True Hot Yoga. This is Art, and today we're going to be working on Warrior 1, 2, and 3. Virabhadrasana 1, Virabhadrasana 2, Virabhadrasana 3, or in our lineage, we call it Tulan Dandasana Warrior 3 balancing stick, okay? So today we want to make it as easy as possible for those of you at home to follow. So Art's going to be demonstrating levels 1, we'll show you 2, and then you guys at home, if you want to take level 2, you can take it, okay? But we're going to focus on level 1 today. So we're going to start out with 3 full body breaths. We call those the Mahashivaratris in here in the studio. So Art's going to face forward the top of the mat, and you guys at home come onto the top of your mat. Starting in the standing position, bringing the heels and toes to touch or as close together as possible. I know that sometimes we can't always get our heels and toes to touch, but if you heel toe them together, you can do it. Grip at the mat with the toes by lifting the toes off the mat, spreading them wide, and gripping at that mat. Then tuck that tailbone underneath. Yeah, get that nice tuck going. Draw the shoulders back, turn the palms face out. Close your eyes. And squeeze your tailbone. Pull your belly to your spine. As you close your eyes, if you feel like you're swaying side to side like a tree, it means you need to squeeze and tuck a little tighter, okay? Think about an intention for your life today. Bring the hands together in a prayer position. Anjali Mudra, Namaskar, or Tadasana, mountain pose. From right here, set that intention. And let's move on. Inhale those arms up and overhead. Take a deep breath and exhale to your first swan dive down, using your abs to control the dive into your first Uttanasana forward fold. Hands touch the mat. Now listen guys, once again, if you can't get your hands to the mat, Art's going to show you, bring your block into play here. Place your hands on top of the block, and then let the head and the neck hang heavy. Don't try to cock the head up because it's going to make the spine not be nice and long anymore. Make sure you've got a slight micro bend into your knees here, okay? So that you're not hyperextending your legs. The first Uttanasana, you can pedal out the legs a little bit, bending left, bending right, bending left, bending right. One thing you guys never ever want to do at home is hang in a limbo, and Art's going to show you what that looks like right here. Hanging in a limbo without reaching for the block or the mat or bending the knees is going to really hurt the psoas muscle or the low back later on during the day, okay? So from right here, let's get going. From right here, we're going to plant the hands to the mat. We're going to walk the hands out one hand length. Take a deep breath. Inhale to the tips of the toes. And then bend the knees and rest the belly on the spine. This is a level 1 round and curl. If you can't get all the way down, this is where you're going to stay. If you can get all the way down, you're going to curl all the way down into that ball, dropping the hips to the heels. Rounding that belly around the spine. See this nice round? Art has got his forehead almost to his knees. He's going to pull his belly to his spine, squeeze up through that Kegel, and create that first Mahabandha. As you take your next deep breath, inhale and lift your hips up to the sky. Resist the need to drop your heels for just a second. Then exhale and drop the heels down to the mat. With the hands at the mat, bend the knees as much as you need. Step it back into a downward facing dog. You can step back with your left or your right. You want to alternate these as we do them, okay? Between left and right. Drawing your shoulder blades back and down, first downward facing dog. Melting the chest toward the toes, lifting the hips toward the sky, dropping the heels to the mat. Micro bend toward the knees and to the elbows. Yes, nice. Adho Mukha Svanasana right here. Make sure you're spreading those fingers out really wide, keeping the weight in the pad of the palm, okay? Resist the need to keep the weight in the wrist because the wrist will hurt later. From right here, we're going to inhale to the tip of the toe, shift the body weight forward until that first plank position. So from right here, you can drop to the knees. This is a level 1, okay? You guys at home who aren't doing level 1, you already know this. Stay in your plank. High plank into your first Maha. 1 Chaturanga flow down, hug that rib cage, and inhale through that upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. So pressing the shins into the mat, lifting the hips off the mat. This is your Urdhva Mukha. Drop the hips to the mat for Bhujangasana. Draw the shoulders down and out of the ears. Aha, did you guys see arched shoulders? Bend at your knees and then push yourself back into a child's pose where your hips will sit to your heels, your belly will round around your thighs, and you're reaching those hands forward, releasing the compression right here in the low back, okay? Spread those fingers out really wide. So we got one maha in the books. We're going to go a little faster in the second one, but never, ever, always maintaining integrity of the pose, okay? So from right here, we're going to move on to our second set. Take a deep breath. Inhale. As you shift your body weight forward, look over the edge of that mat. And then tuck the toes behind you, lifting through a plank and pushing back to your downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Once again, micro bend to your knees to your elbows. Lifting the hips up toward the sky, melting the heels toward the mat, drawing the shoulder blades back and down so that you got a nice long linear here in your spine, pushing away so that you feel that compression. From right here, inhale to the tips of your toes, and then tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat, back to your Uttanasana. Pull your belly into your spine and rise up that one vertebrae at a time. Slow zombie roll up. Engage your core to protect your low back, and inhale those arms up and over your head. Slight backward bend. Exhale. Inhale, reach for the stars, and exhale, swan dive. Use the abs to control the dive, guys. Use the abs to control the dive, okay? Plant the hands to the mat. Walk them out that one hand length. Inhale to the tips of your toes. Bend the knees, rest the belly on the spine. Level one, stay right here if you can't go all the way down. And if you can, come all the way down, hips to the heels, chin to the chest, forehead into the knees. Pull the belly to the spine, squeeze the Kegel, and inhale, lift the hips. Resist the need to let the heels drop. For 3, 2, 1, drop the heels. Very nice. From right here, plant those hands to the mat, bend those knees as much as you need, and step it back to your downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Draw those shoulder blades back and down, melting your chest, releasing compression right here in the low back. Really nice, guys. So in this pose in downward facing dog, we're looking behind us. This is where we say to ourselves, I leave the past behind as I move forward in my life with confidence and grace. So on the inhale, shift that body weight, move it forward, symbolizing moving forward in life. Drop to the knees. Hug that rib cage as you drop all the way down, and inhale through upward dog. Very nice. From right here, drop the hips to the mat for Bhujangasana. Draw the shoulders down and out of those ears. Bend at those knees, push yourself back. Second set, child's pose. Second maha, finished right here. Spread those fingers wide at the top of the mat. Spread them wide. So spreading the fingers really wide, guys, and pressing the weight here in the pad of the palm helps with arthritis in the hands, okay? Spreading the fingers really wide. And in any pose, spreading the fingers wide and reaching, okay, is going to help you with arthritis. Moving on into our third set of the Mahashivaratri, inhaling forward, taking a look up over the edge of that mat, engaging your belly, and then tucking into that high plank, pushing back into your downward dog. Exhale. Once again, looking behind you. You're looking in between your legs here, looking at the past. Melting the chest toward the toes for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Drawing the shoulders back and down. From right here, inhale to the tips of those toes. And then tiptoe back to the top of the mat. Last and final set right here. Pull your belly into your spine. Use your abs and rise up one vertebrae at a time. So the abs control the rise, they control the dive. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Shoulders down and out of the ears as you exhale, backward bend. Inhale back through your center position, control your abdominals, pull them to your spine, and then swan dive down. Remember, guys, the abdomen controls the core, controls the dive and the rise, okay? Hands to the mat. Walk those hands out one hand length. Very nice. Inhale to the tip of the toes. Bend the knees. Round and curl into your ball. Level one right here. Level two, hips all the way down to the heels. Chin to the chest, belly to the spine, squeeze up through the Kegel. We've now created 3 great locks, 3 Mahabandhas. You should be feeling a little sweat going on. Maybe you're sweating a little. Moving around, creating the Mahabandha lights the internal flame, okay? Inhale, lift those hips. Resist the need to drop the heels for just a second. Hold this engagement. 3, 2, drop the heels, use the abs and rise up. That's my fault. Arms up and overhead. Exhale, back bend. Okay, so you guys probably noticed I added one more rise up. It's okay. Exhale, swan dive down. Guess what my guru used to say? Well, no one's gonna die. From right here, step it back, downward dog. Yeah, nice. So Art just demonstrated a level 2 step walker jump back, okay? You can also take that. Draw the shoulders back and down, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale forward, high plank position. Looking over the edge of that mat, drop to the knees, level 1. Stay in high plank, level 2. Exhale, chaturanga, hug it down one time, and inhale, upward facing dog. Very nice, Art, very nice form. Draw the shoulders back and down. Now drop the hips to the mat for that Bhujangasana, and bend the knees, push away, last set of child's pose. Balasana. Very nice. So we want to let the compression in the lower back release here. We want to reach the hands and spread the fingers wide toward the top of the mat. And the goal on the third set is for you to eventually get your forehead to touch the mat. If you did these 3 sets and your forehead is not yet touching the mat, it's okay, you will get there. Very nice. From right here, inhale forward, take a look up over the edge of the mat, and push away to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Really nice job here, guys. Inhale to the tips of the toes and tiptoe to the top of the mat, leaving the past behind, moving forward in life. Inhale to rise up, arms up and overhead. Exhale to that backward bend. Inhale back to center. Hands to the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Resist the need to fidget. Close the eyes. Close the eyes. Take a body scan. See what it feels like after all of that movement. What is your intention in your life? What is it that you want to happen? Think about it right here. And let's move on to our first sun salutation, Surya Namaskar. Inhale those arms up and overhead. Exhale to a swan dive down, hands touch the mat. Now guys, remember, you can do level 2 or you can do the advanced if it's in your practice. If it's not, we're gonna demonstrate level 1 right here, okay? Inhale that right leg up and draw it all the way back into a long lunge position. So keep that knee. Oh, there you go. Sorry, our fault. So the knee over the ankle on the left side. Take a look up. This is going to help you engage your belly, okay? This is going to help you engage your belly. Now shift your body weight slightly forward so your shoulders go above your wrists, and take your left leg back to meet your right for that high plank position. Now drop to the knees at home if you need a modification, okay? Hug that rib cage as you come down halfway, and then inhale, push up. And then exhale, push down and up and through Urdhva Mukha. This time tuck the toes and push away, downward dog. Very nice. Okay, so Art and I are going to demonstrate the level 1. So a lot of times what happens is our hips are not open enough for us to swing the foot all the way up and through to get the foot all the way to the top of the mat where the hands are. Art, can you demonstrate that really quick? Swing the right leg up and through. Swing the right leg up and through, and then come short, Art, come short. There. Guys, see this at home? This is no bueno, because your knee will not be directly over your ankle, and now your knee is passing your toe, okay? So step back and let's demonstrate how to fix this. From right here, inhale slightly forward, drop to the left knee, and swing the right foot around until your foot gets in between your hands here. Nice. Now, you can stay right here in level 1, or you can tuck your left leg and lift your knee off the mat. There you go. Now you've got the right form up front. Now take a breath. Inhale, shift the body weight forward as you lift the left leg up. Drop the left foot to meet the right foot. Inhale to the tips of those toes. And round and curl into your ball. You guys can take level 1 here. If you don't want to come all the way down, you don't have to. Inhale, lift those hips up. Exhale, drop those heels down. And inhale to rise. Use the abs and come on up and over. Reach for the sky and exhale toward your backward bend. Very nice. Come on through center and swan dive down, hands to the mat. Moving into our left side, the female domination. From right here, the left leg is going to inhale up And we're going to drop it back to long lunge. So check out Art here. He's got the knee directly over the ankle. The hands are to the mat. From right here, Art is going to shift slightly forward, plant the hands, and step that right leg back into his plank position where he's going to go into level 1 right away, drop to the knees. Hug that rib cage down one time, and then inhale, lift up. Yes, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, tucking those toes and pushing back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay guys, so once again, if you know that your hips are not open enough to swing that foot all the way up and through in between your hands, take that level 1, okay? We're going to do it again right here. You're going to shift slightly forward, drop to the right knee, let the shin go flat, then swing that left foot all the way around till it comes in between your hands. If you'd like to stay right here in level 1 on the knee, you can. If you'd like to tuck and lift your right leg up into that long lunge, awesome. From right here, shift your body weight forward and inhale your right leg up and drop it down to meet your left. Inhale to the tips of the toes. You can take level 1 right here if you need. Bend your knees, rest your belly, or you can go all the way down with the hips to the heels. Take a deep breath. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, drop the heels. Inhale, rise. Yeah, arms up and overhead. Exhale, backward bend. Inhale, center, hands to heart. Resist the need for fidget. Resist the need. Close the eyes. Soften the eyelids. Soften the jaw. Think about what your body's feeling right here. If a movement you did was new to your practice and it helped you, think about that. Think about ways you can make the poses a little bit easier. Little tips and tricks always help, okay? All right, from right here, we're moving into kneeling salute to the gods and the goddesses. Inhaling those arms up and overhead. Exhale to a swan dive down, hands to the mat. So we're going to demonstrate a level 2 here, okay? Those of you at home can step back if you want to play. Bend the knees, high to the tips of the toes, step, walker, jump into a plank. Exhale, down dog, or chaturanga, that's my fault. Inhale, up dog, urdhva, tuck and push away, Adho Mukha. Really nice. Okay, so once again, you're going to use that level 1, swinging that foot around if you can't get the foot all the way up and through, okay, guys? And we're going to demonstrate level 1 lunge here, okay? Level 1 lunge. A lot of times, lunge is really hard. We're going to show you how to get there in level 1 until you can lift that knee up and off the mat. From right here, inhale that right leg, swing it up. Exhale, shift your body weight forward, drop to the left knee. Swing the right foot around, bring it in between the hands. So listen, guys, level 1 is going to stay right here, right where we're at. Art is going to let the shin go flat here for stability, and he's going to look forward to the front of the room, engaging his belly and sweeping his arms up and overhead. This is a level 1 lunge right here. Draw the shoulders down and out of the ears and lift up through the rib cage. Spread the fingers wide. Very nice. Gripping the mat with the big toe mound here. Once you guys let the big toe mound lift up off the mat, you're going to start falling over to the right side. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Make sure your knee is directly over your ankle and press down through your heel, okay? Pressing down through the shin right here stabilizes the pose. Now listen to this. Drop your hands to the mat really quick. Tuck your left toe behind you. Lift up. If you want if you want lunge, take it here, okay? Then come all the way up. Very nice. From right here, inhale to the tip of the left toe, then drop the left knee. Those of you that are already in level 1, you're already right here. Stay right here. Let that chin go flat. Hands together in prayer above the head. Yes, nice. Chin to chest. Belly into spine. Kegel muscle up. Exhale, round and curl. Forehead to knee, navel to spine, chin to chest. Level 2 is right here. Level 1, frame the foot with the hands. Round that spine to get your forehead to your knee. See the nice round Art has going right here? It means that he's creating the maha with his belly, his chin to his chest, and he's squeezing up that Kegel. Very nice. From right here, bring those hands together in a prayer. Press down through your shin to stabilize. And inhale, wield your sword out of salute to the God. And exhale, backward bend. Inhale up through center. Windmill those arms down, framing that foot. Tuck, lift. Right leg steps back to meet the left. Downward dog. Into plank position. Dropping to the knees for chaturanga flow. One time down. Inhale, upward dog. Push back, downward dog. Adho Mukha. Very nice art. You guys can roll over the toes if you'd like. Breathe. Yes, breathe. Down dog is the resting position, drawing the shoulders back and downward. Just breathe. Moving into our left side, the female domination. Inhaling that left leg up. Now remember, we're going through level 1, okay? So we're going to shift slightly forward, and we're going to drop the right knee to the mat, swinging that left foot all the way around in between our hands, okay? Those of you at home that want a little more, you can tuck the right knee and lift up off the knee, and this is going to be your lunge, okay? Drop back down to the knee. We're going to show level 1 here. We're not going to lift. From right here, look forward. When you guys look forward, it helps engage your abdominals. Then inhale those arms up and over your head. Draw the shoulders down and out of the ears. Those of you that are in level 2 at home or long lunge, your knee is lifted up off the mat, okay? Now, hands together in a prayer position. Knee is directly over the ankle here, and Art is pushing down into his big toe mound. Once he lets that big toe mound lift, he starts to come unbalanced, okay? Pressing down through the heel. From right here, let the shin go flat so that we can stabilize the shin into the mat. Tuck the chin into the chest. Pull the belly to the spine. Squeeze the Kegel muscle, and then round and curl your forehead to your knee, your navel to your spine, your chin to your chest, creating the Mahabandha, the great lock. Frame the foot with the hands and round up that spine, squeezing up through that Kegel. Very nice, guys. Hands together in a prayer position, push down through that shin, leverage that shin into the mat, and wield that sword out of salute. Exhale, backward bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, windmill down frame. Tuck that toe on the right side and step the left leg back to meet the right. Shift forward to your plank and chaturanga one time. Inhale, upward dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Push away, downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Very nice. So we're going to move into a little bit of a small break here, walking our hands back to meet our feet for Padahastasana. So from right here, bend the knees as much as you guys need. Get the hands touching the mat. So check out Art here in the video. In the video, you can bend the knees if you need that much. Okay, you can bend the knees if you need that much to get your hands to the mat. From right here, place your hands palms facing up underneath the bottom of your feet. Then start to straighten up your legs. The goal is for you to one day get your forehead to touch your shins. Art's almost there. Slight micro bend to the knees, don't ever hyperextend. From right here, bend your elbows to the sides of the room, and this will allow a little more intensity. Then pull your belly to your spine, and you'll see Art get a little further up. Then shift your body weight slightly forward. Don't let the heels lift off the mat, because if you do, you're falling forward. Engage your belly. And say to yourself, I leave the past behind. I move forward in this life with confidence and grace from above. Release your hands, and we're going to demonstrate a level 2 here, okay, for those of you that want it. So watch this, guys. Art's hands are in alignment with his feet, okay? We need that. From right here, Art is going to bend his knees and rest his belly on his thighs. So this is a level 1 right here. I want you to feel the engagement of resting the belly on the thighs and not falling forward. If you engage here, you can do this, okay? From right here, hands in alignment with the feet as Art walks out once and twice. Spread the fingers wide, get a good foundation, bend your elbows, and shift your body weight until your knees touch your triceps. Now look forward, engage your belly, and lift your toes off the mat for Bakasana. Really nice. Drop it down, back to Uttanasana, and inhale to rise. Arms up and overhead. Exhale, backward bend. Inhale to center, and hands to heart. Resist the need to fidget. Resist the need to fidget. Think about what it feels like right here. What is the intention? What is it that you want in your life? Really nice. Moving into those strong yogi warrior poses, okay? So we're going to work with warrior 1, then we're going to work with warrior 2, moving from warrior 1 into warrior 2. And I'm going to show you a really smooth transition, okay? From right here, inhale those arms up and over your head. Exhale, offer your heart to God in backward bend. Inhale back up through your center and swan dive down, hands touch the mat. Now let's walk those hands out back to your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So we're going to demonstrate getting into warrior 1 from that level 1 swing around, okay? Because even though we're going to warrior 1, just because we're going to warrior 1 doesn't mean that even though you've swung your foot up and through 3 times that your hips are already open enough to get the foot all the way up to the hands, okay? So here we go. If you guys can swing the foot up and through, go for it. Right leg up. Art's going to inhale forward, drop to the left knee, swing that right foot around until the foot gets in between the hands. Then he's going to tuck his left foot back here, lift up off his knee, and rotate this foot to a 45-degree angle. Heels are into an alignment here, okay? Now, keep that right knee over the ankle and bring the hands to the hips and inhale, pill up. Keep the knee directly over the ankle and square up your hips, pulling your right hip back and your left hip forward. There you go. Now, open up your chest and swing the arms up and over your head. Very nice. So did you guys know that warrior 1 isn't done in a 45-degree angle so that you can square up the hips and you can feel the nice stretch going through the IT band and the sciatic area in the back of the leg, okay? So right here, sink down a little low into your front knee. Don't let your knee splay inward or outward, directly over the ankle. Press down into the heel, press down into the big toe mound. Grip the mat with the toes. Press into the knife edge of the foot back here. Very nice. From right here, inhale, lift the rib cage, reach for the sky, reach, and then exhale, windmill those arms down, frame that foot. Step that right leg back to meet the left, down dog, into plank, and chaturanga 1 time. Hug it, and inhale, upward dog. Push back, downward dog. Very nice, guys. Melt your chest to your toes, draw your shoulders back and down. Don't hold your breath, just breathe. Moving on to the left side, once again, we're going to do the swing around, okay, so that you guys at home can see this. Inhale that left leg, swing it up. If you guys at home can swing it all the way through, and do it. Drop to that right knee, swing that left foot all the way around, bring the foot in between the hands, then tuck the back leg and lift up off the knee. Rotate the back foot to a 45-degree angle. Look forward. Once you look forward, your abs engage. Hands to the hips and pill yourself up. Yes. So the knee is directly over the ankle here. 45 degrees in the heel behind you. So if you guys checked that out, Art had a big step back. He had to inch his foot up because it was too far back. If your heel is lifting up off the mat at home, you've got to take a step up, okay? Square up through the hips by pulling the left hip back and the right hip forward. Knee directly over the ankle 1 more time. Don't let it splay in or out, okay? See that? When Art splays out, it changed the whole posture of his hips. Knee is directly, and he can press down through that heel. Very nice. Arms up and over your head. Reach for the sky. Lift through the rib cage, shoulders out of the ears. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana, strong warrior hero. Exhale, windmill down, frame that foot. Step that left leg back to meet the right. Inhale to plank, and exhale to chaturanga 1 time. Inhale to upward dog, Urdhva Mukha. And drop your hips here, and bend your knees, push away, child's pose. Very nice. Rest. Rest. Round your belly, round your thighs. Drop your head. Reach your hands. Breathe, guys. Don't hold your breath. Just breathe. Deep breaths in and out through the nose, using strong ujjayi to control the mind. Control the thoughts. One more deep breath Inhale forward, looking over the edge of the mat, tucking the toes and pushing away, downward dog, Adho Mukha. Really nice. So we're going to take a little bit of a short break before we go into that warrior two position. Walking the hands back to meet the feet once again, moving into Padahastasana from the back. From right here, bend the knees, rest the belly on the thighs, bring the heels and toes to touch, okay? Just like art looks right here. This is the same movement we've been doing all class long. From right here, I want you to reach your hands behind your legs and grab for opposite elbows. Then straighten up your legs as much as you can, drawing your forehead into your shins. Use the hands behind you to hug and pull. The more you hug and the more you pull, you open up the back muscles here. But listen to this. This is a level 1 right here, okay? If you know and you see that you are reaching opposite elbows, then you can move on to level 2. Bringing those fingertips underneath the backs, underneath the heels. Trying to get the pinkies to touch here like this. Then drawing the forearms behind the calves. So if I come up here and I take a look at art from the front, I want to see the forearms disappear behind the calves. Okay, that's the goal in this pose. Now, start to shift the body weight slightly forward once again. It's a slight movement, guys. Don't lift the heels because you might fall over. Pull your belly to your spine and say, I leave the past behind. My age has no power over me. My past has no power over me. Release your hands from under the heels. Use your abs and rise. Arms up and over your head. Take it to back bend. Inhale to center. And hands to heart. Resist the need to fidget. And think about what you want in your life. Very nice. Okay, so I want to show a little bit, I want to demonstrate before we move into our next flow with Warrior 2, okay? The next flow is going to be moving from Warrior 1 into Warrior 2. So I want Art to demonstrate it. So can you get into Warrior 1 for me really quick, and we'll show them at home what it's going to look like? Yeah, that's good. Okay, so guys, we got Warrior 1 here, okay? So watch this. To get into that Warrior 2, Art is going to lift, okay, press the big, yes, he's going to press the big toe mound into the mat, lift the heel and rotate it to a 90, keeping the heels in alignment. Then he's going to sink down a little low into the knee, square up the hips and open the arms, okay? So getting there is all in the movement in this heel, rotating the heel from 45 degrees all the way to 90, okay? All right, windmill down, push back down dog, and let's do it. So meet us in that downward facing dog. If you were in Padahastasana from the back, release the hands and walk it out, down dog. Moving into Warrior 1 into Warrior 2, okay? Inhale the right leg up and through. Rotate the back foot 45 degrees. Now, look forward. Engage your core, knee over the ankle, and sweep those arms up and over your head. Use your abs, use your abs. Yes, it's like surfing. Sink down low into the front knee. Don't let the knee splay in or out. If you guys saw, Art had to take a little bit of a step up. And if you need to make those adjustments at home, do them, okay? Press down through the knife edge, lift up through the rib cage, shoulders out of the ears. Right hip back, left hip forward, Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana. Really nice. Now, I want you to move into that Warrior 2 from Warrior 1. So what I want is a lift in the heel, rotate it to 90, heels in alignment, square up the hips, and open the arms out to Warrior 2. So you guys are seeing the backside of Art. His knee is directly over his ankle. His big toe mound is pressing into the mat. He can press that big toe mound and lift the heel up. That's the engagement. Now drop that heel and press into the knife edge of your foot. Draw your shoulders back and down. Spread the fingers and reach. Really nice. Now we're moving into Trikonasana from right here. So guys, watch this in the mirror. Art is only going to move his arms, right arm down, left arm up, as his spine stays nice and long. He's going to take his chin to the left shoulder and his eye gaze up to the left thumbnail. Breathing, deep breaths. If you guys at home want to get this hand closer to the mat, you've got to sink a little lower into the knee, okay? Yes. Inhale back to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana. Look over the right fingertips and say to yourself, I am a strong yogi warrior. Take the left hand to the thigh and lift the right arm up and open up the chest. Knee stays directly over the ankle. Very nice. Inhale to center. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Moving into warrior three. Left arm comes up. Left arm comes up. Yes. So the right arm stays forward. Right arm stays forward. Now, we're going to lift up the left heel and rotate to the front of the room. Right arm comes up to meet the left as we shift into the right leg and move into warrior three. Virabhadrasana or Tulandandasana. Yes. Nice. Point that toe. Point that toe. And then flex it and push the heel back. Inhale, up. Left leg meets the right. Arms up and overhead. Exhale, backward bend. Inhale to center. Hands to heart. Resist the need to fidget. It's intense. It's okay. Think about what you want in your life. Bring your hands to your third eye. Pull your belly deep to your spine and exhale, bow to Mother Earth. Hands to the mat. Hands to the mat. Nice. From right here, step, walk, or jump. Back to a plank and hug the rib cage. Inhale to upward dog. Push it back. Downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Really nice, guys. So we're moving into that same thing on the left side, okay? From right here, inhale that left leg, swing it up, and bring it through. Long lunge. Plant that foot in between the hands. Remember, if you can't get it there still, you're going to drop to the knee, swing that foot around, tuck and lift, okay? Rotate that back foot 45 degrees. Now, knee over the ankle, left side. Look forward, because once you look forward, this engages your abdominals. Inhale those arms, bring them up and over your head. Lift up through the rib cage, draw the shoulders back and down, warrior one, Virabhadrasana, squaring up the hips, pulling that left hip back, that right hip forward, pressing down into the knife edge of your foot, pressing into the big toe mound here, pressing into the heel, squeezing the inner thighs, okay? Very nice. If it's in your practice, take a look up to the sky, offering to God. Take a look back to the front of the room. Now, engage your belly. Inhale, lift your heel and rotate it 90. Square your hips and open your arms to warrior two, Virabhadrasana. Spread your fingers wide, looking over your left fingertips. Drawing the shoulders out of the ears, squeezing the tailbone. Very nice. Virabhadrasana 2. Moving into Trikonasana, keeping the spine nice and long. Left arm down, right arm goes up. Chin to the right shoulder, eye gaze goes up. To this thumbnail right here. Find it, guys. If you sink down a little lower into the left knee, you're going to get this hand closer to the mat. Take a deep breath. Inhale and back to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Moving into reverse warrior, taking that right hand to the thigh and the left arm lifts as you open up the chest here, opening up the rib cage, keeping the knee directly over the ankle. Now, inhale back to warrior two. Keep that left arm out and draw that right arm up. There, hold it right here. Now lift your right heel and rotate it back, shifting your body weight into your left leg and opening your arms to fly into Tulandandasana. Try to keep the hips nice and square. Point the toe and then flex, push. This will help keep you from sinking into this hip joint, okay? Now sweep those arms up and over your head and inhale, right leg meets the left. Exhale, backward bend. Inhale, center, and hands to heart. Resist the need to fidget. Resist the need to fidget. Very nice. Close your eyes. Soften the eyelids. Soften the jaw. Think about what you want in your life. Really nice, guys. Let's take a short break. Grab a sip of water, towel off if you'd like. And we're going to move into work with Warrior 3, okay? We're going to show you guys a little bit more Warrior 3 and how you can, a couple of tips and tricks on how to get those hips square to the mat, okay? Okay, so we're going to start at the back of the mat. And so a lot of times, this is what happens, and this is what I see in class. When we move into a standing position, this is what happens. If you see my hip, people sink into their hip joint to go into a standing pose, okay? So this means that you're sinking into this hip joint right here to get into tree. No bueno, okay? We got to use the quadricep, so I'm going to show you how. Okay, so from right here, warrior 3, the goal is for you to keep the hip square as opposed to stacking the hip. And we're going to show that right now, okay? So Art's going to take a step up with his left foot, and he's going to grip at the mat with the toes and bend at the knee. So once you guys bend at the knee, take your hand here, touch your quadricep. You feel it engage. This is the workhorse in your pose, okay? It's not your knee and it's not your hip. From right here, Art is going to shift his body weight into the left leg and lift his right leg behind him. I want you to show them the stack in the hip. Okay, go into it like this. Like, you know how you stack the hip? Yeah. Okay, guys, this is not what we're looking for. We're looking for the hips to stay parallel to the mat. Do it again and shift forward. There, just like that, okay? All right, so let's get it going again. So back of the mat, hands to heart center, arms up and overhead. Step forward with your left foot. Now bend your knee and shift your weight into that leg. Lift your right leg behind you. Start to point your toe at first. Then you can send your hands out to the sides of the room and fly into Tula Dandasana. Now the flexing of the toe, extending the heel, helps to keep you from sinking into the joint on the left side. Very nice, Art. Swing the arms up and over the head, and then inhale up. Right leg meets the left as you exhale to your backward bend. Inhale up through center, and hands to heart. Resist the need to fidget. Think about what you just did. Think about what you can do different on this next side to help you get into this pose a little easier. Now listen, remember, if you start to judge yourself in a pose, you can't move forward. So don't do it. It takes practice and it takes time. Inhale those arms up and overhead. Moving on to the right side. Step the right foot forward. Bend the knee, guys, so that the workhorse is the quad, not the hip, okay? Then shift your weight into that leg and open your arms and fly into Tula Dandasana. Point the toe at first to help lift the leg, then flex the heel to the back of the room to keep this hip from stacking. Now bring those arms up and over your head. Right leg meets the left. Lift up and reach, and exhale, backward bend. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Resist that need to fidget. Really nice work, warrior 1, 2, and 3. I hope you guys got some tips and tricks that you can use at home with the moving of the heel and the swinging the foot around. Level 1 stuff, try it, okay? Until we can meet into the hot room, try it. From right here, Art's going to turn forward, and he's going to bow to his standing series, short bow. Inhale up. And we're going to move down to the mat, okay? Very nice, guys. Moving down to the mat. So we're going to take it traditional style today. So we're going to move into Shavasana, and our first Shavasana. So roll your shoulders back and down, prop your chest up. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this. So when we roll the shoulders back and down and we prop out that chest from the laying down position or from the standing, we're actually giving ourselves a chance to take a deeper breath. When we walk around in life like this, our clavicle bone or our shoulders are pushing down onto our diaphragm, onto our breathing apparatus, and it's hard for us to take those deep breaths. So when you remove the clavicle bone out of the way, it allows you to use the diaphragm to breathe, okay? So drawing the shoulders back and down, propping up through the chest, turning the palms face up and open to receive. Tuck your chin slightly toward your chest, lengthen the back of your neck toward the mat. One day the back of your neck will touch, and as you can see, Art has his feet just hanging out, relaxing, thinking and feeling all of the energy and the prana that he just built up during his flow. This portion of class, this first Shavasana, is actually what we come to do yoga for. It's all of the benefits that we feel from all of the poses that we just accomplished. From right here, we're going to move into Pavanamuktasana, and we're going to take it very traditional. So it's going to be the right knee into your chest, interlacing your fingers around your shin. Now at home, listen, don't engage up here, show them. Don't engage up here at the knee, okay? Engage in the middle of the shin and pull in from there. From right here, make sure that you maintain integrity of the pose by keeping the toe flexed. If you have it pointing like this, the muscles in the shin are not helping. When you flex, all of the muscles in the leg are working. So take a breath, inhale, create some space, and then exhale, pull in really tight so that you feel the massage happening in the descending colon on the right side, okay? If you guys didn't know this at home, our colon runs up the right side, across to the left, and down, ascending, transverse, and descending. So on the right side, we have the ascending, pulling information up into life, okay? Feeling the massage in the colon here. So from right here, we're going to show you a little bit of a level 2 Pavanamuktasana. So what you're going to do is inch your knee about 3 inches over to the right where it's directly under your armpit. Then you're going to take this right arm all the way around as a lever and hold it. Then you can take the left arm all the way around and hug for opposite elbows. Maintain integrity by flexing those toes. Now, you're feeling a little bit of a different massage here on the side of your colon. It should feel a little different. This is a great pose if you have constipation or you have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and it does help with going to the bathroom. Okay, that's what this is for. So from right here, let's release the right leg up into the sky, and then use your abs and inhale your left up to meet your right. Yes, flex at your toes. Nice. Now, bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a really nice hug, reaching for opposite elbows or opposite wrists, and then inhale your forehead up to meet your knees, and squeeze, squeeze. So now we're pushing everything to the transverse, which is going over to the left side. From right here, drop your head to the mat. Lift your right leg and interlace your fingers around your left shin. And then exhale your right heel all the way down to the mat. Pavanamuktasana, left side. Remember not to engage at the knee. Remember to engage in the middle of the shin, okay? Pulling the knee into the chest, maintain integrity by keeping the toes flexed. Deep breath, inhale. And then as you exhale, pull that knee in really, really tight, maintaining integrity and massaging that descending colon. Close your eyes here. Inhale. Exhale. Pull it in really tight and say it to yourself. I release with ease. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Pull in really tight. I release with ease. Release your left leg to the sky. Exhale. Drop your left foot to meet your right. Shavasana. Corpse pose. Relax. Oh, this is my fault. We forgot level 2. Bring that left knee back in. Inch it about 3 inches to the left under your armpit. Then take that left arm as a lever. Use that forearm as a lever to pull in. Reach that right arm across and hook those opposite elbows. Make sure that you guys got your knee over here under the armpit, okay? Because you're feeling a different portion of the colon being massaged there. Once again, descending colon, releasing anything that doesn't serve us. So say it again. I release with ease. Release the leg to the sky and move into Shavasana. There we go. Very nice. Shavasana. Corpse pose. This is where we take the time to relax, to close our eyes, to soften our eyelids, soften the jaw, drop the tongue to the bottom of the mouth, and feel the face relax, okay? Once you relax the face, you can start to see those pictures behind your eyelids. Then you can start to create and manifest what you want in your life by using visualization. Really nice. So from right here, we're going to move into Janupadasana 1. Okay, foot to knee pose 1. Very traditional pose. Bending at the right knee. drawing the left shin onto the right thigh, okay? So check out Art here. He didn't place his foot onto the thigh, he placed his shin. We want the foot dangling off the thigh, okay? And even you can rotate the ankle here by doing circles with your foot. Rotate the ankle. Yeah, feel that snap, crackle, pop. Very nice. Now, I want you guys to send the hands to the sides of the room and turn the palms face down, okay? I don't want you to use your hands here for just a second. I want you to engage your belly and pull your knees into your chest. Use the leverage from the right leg to push that left shin in toward your chest, okay? So if I came right here and I placed my knee, I can just push in for Art to get a little bit more intensity, okay? Now, take that left hand, bring it through the hole that you just created, and interlace your fingers underneath this left thigh. Now, make sure you got 90 here. Take a breath, inhale, and as you exhale, pull those knees into your chest as simultaneously push away on that left elbow, okay? Yes. One more. Inhale. Exhale, pull in and push away. One more. Inhale. Exhale, pull in and push away. Okay, now listen, we're going to show you level 1, 2, and 3, okay? Art is here in level 1. He's going to go for level 2 where he's going to interlace his fingers around the top of the shin here. And did you see how he let his heel come down toward his body, okay? This is level 2. You can pull in really tight and you can still push away on that left elbow right here. Really nice. So for those of you that need a little more, we're going to go into level 3. So we're going to take this hand here and bring it all the way around. And the goal is for you to include the sole of the foot, if you can see it right here. Then draw the right arm all the way around the left thigh and interlace those fingers. Level 3. Guess what? In any of these levels, 1, 2, and 3, you can rock a little side to side. Really nice. Release the hands, release the hands. Now, keep the knees into the chest. Now, engage your belly and let's go a little side to side. I want to show you what this feels like. Hands to the sides of the room, turn the palms face down. So how far can you go? Can you go side to side? Can you go all the way over until your toe taps the mat or your knee taps? Yes. Back to center and exhale over to the right. Maybe you tap that left toe. Yes. Back to center. And if staying in center feels good, then do it. Now, release that right foot down to the mat. Lift that left leg up to the sky. Inhale that right leg to meet the left. Flex those toes toward your face and rock side to side on your low tailbone. So this isn't abdominal work. I just want you to feel the tailbone, the little massage that's happening as you rock side to side. Really nice. Now release to Shavasana, and we'll move on to the next side. Janu Padasana 1, foot to knee pose 1, bending at that left knee, drawing that right shin onto that left thigh. Now once again, guys, make sure that your foot is dangling off. Roll that ankle. Roll that ankle. Very nice. Send your hands to the sides of the room, turn the palms face down. Now listen, hands to the sides of the room, palms face down. This is giving you leverage. If you like to use more abs, turn the palms face up. Now, inhale your knees into your chest, using the leverage from your left thigh to push your right shin toward your chest. Really nice. From right here, oops, sorry, babe. Left hand goes through the hole. And we're going to interlace the fingers under that thigh. You can see Art here. He's keeping that 90-degree angle, pulling in toward the chest really tight. So take a deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale, pull in and simultaneously push away on that right elbow, okay? One more, inhale. And exhale. Nice. One more, inhale. And exhale, pull in and push away on that elbow. Really nice. Now let's show you that level 2. You're going to interlace those fingers on top of that shin, flex those toes, and pull in from there. You can still push away on that elbow. Really nice. And let's do level 3 now. So you guys are going to see level 3. You're going to include the sole of your foot onto your bicep and the thigh. Get the fingers, interlace, and breathe. It's intense. It's okay. Now, release your hands. Keep your feet right where they're at. Hands to the sides. And let's go a little side to side, left to right, okay? How far can you go? Left to right. Left to right. You can tap that knee, and then you can go all the way back over and maybe tap that left toe. Very nice. Back to center. Drop the shin or the sole of the left foot. Right leg to the sky. Inhale left, up to meet the right. Rock it side to side on your low tailbone, guys. How does it feel? Rock it. Rock it side to side. So look, if you guys get up in the morning and you lift your legs up and you start rocking side to side in your bed and you roll your ankles and you bend your knees into a 90 degrees and then you straighten your legs 2 to 3 times. One more time. Point those toes. One more time. One more time. Point those toes up to the sky. This is really going to help your range of motion throughout the day, okay? If you do this before you start getting up and walking, it's really, really going to help. From right here, exhale those heels down to Shavasana and relax. Think about what you're feeling. Think about what you're feeling. Close your eyes. Soften those eyelids and relax the facial expression. Drop the tongue to the cradle of the mouth and let the face relax. Once your face starts to relax, everything else goes from there. Start to look at those pictures passing through your eyelids. This is how you shape your future. Think about what you want, and then see and create a picture of it. And then watch it draw closer to your life. This is how we use the power of visualization to manifest. Really nice, guys. Moving into Ananda Balasana, happy baby. Bending at your knees. Bringing those knees into your chest. Now take a look here at Art, okay? Because a lot of times, we're going to do a little bit of a flow with happy baby, but a lot of times we're getting happy baby a little bit wrong. So from right here, we're going to take our hands and open up our knees to the sides of the room, okay? And then the hands come to the insides of the thighs, and we're going to grab around to the knife edge of the feet. Inhale the soles of the feet up to the sky for happy baby. Yes, nice, Art. So can you guys see where Art is grabbing to the knife edge of the feet? If Art reaches around here and grabs to this side of the foot, it's not going to work because it's starting to pull in. So what we want to do is pull out and have the soles of the feet facing the sky just like Art is. Now, think about letting your tailbone fall down to the mat. This will relax, opening the inner thighs. Bending at the elbows and using those biceps to pull the knees toward the mat. One day, the knees will touch the mat. The goal is for the knees to touch the mat. But if you're not there yet, it's okay. It's okay. So from right here, take a breath, inhale, and as you exhale, bring your big toes into touch for a double pigeon. Hold it right here. Then maneuver your elbows here onto your calves. Deep breath, inhale, pull the toes toward the face as you push out on the elbows. Very nice. So you guys should feel a really nice push through your thighs. Then take a breath. Inhale the feet back to happy baby. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Use the biceps to pull the knees down. One more time. Exhale, bring those big toes into touch. Double pigeon. Inhale, back to happy baby. Exhale, bend at those elbows. Use your biceps. Pull down, 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 down. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Release the feet to the sky. Exhale to Shavasana. Really nice work today, you guys. Really nice. Warrior 1, 2, and 3. This work makes you a champion today. Be proud of yourself. From right here, final Shavasana or corpse pose is about leaving the past behind, is about leaving anything that doesn't serve us behind. So say it to yourself. I leave my past behind. I move forward in life, confident and graceful. From right here, roll onto your right side into fetal position. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a nice hug. Say, I love you. And take your left hand and start to push yourself up into seated. Crisscross applesauce or hips to the heels. Bringing the hands into your heart center. Say to yourself, I feel the love in my heart. Bringing the hands to the lips, say to yourself, I speak the truth. Bringing the hands to the third eye, say to yourself, I intuit the truth and the love and the light in me and art. Honor and respect the same in you. Namaste. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week with a nice yin.